So one day I'm in the kitchen. Marky come to me. He like, bro, I know we got our paintballs like taken away and the gun taken away. I'm like, yeah, your fault. Cause we paintballed the whole. Listen, we paintballed the whole block. Me and Marky. We only had when we got the paintball gun. Our mom got it for us. It was only like 2 colors we could get. So when people was coming back, like trying to figure out like who is doing this to our garage and paying to get this paint off their garage, the word got back to my mom, and then my mom came to us and was like, y'all been shooting the paintball guns at people? She confiscated it quick. I mean fast, quick in a hurry. She was like, y'all been doing this to these people garages, so we trying to lie. We ain't us. Y'all the only ones with that color. So she took the paintball gun and everything, right? We're cool. So I'm in the kitchen. Marky come up. He like, bro. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, I know we got our paintball guns taken away. I'm like, yeah, but it's cool. Like, I really didn't care. Like, I was more of a film person. So I really didn't care. So Marky like, but I got somebody that could give us a BB gun. I'm like, a BB gun? First off, I wasn't even educated. I didn't even know what a BB gun was. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He like, we could go get one right now. So I was like, Mom ain't gonna let us out. So we asked Mom. She told us no, we could not go outside. Now, mind you, we ain't gonna never touch these paintball guns again. My mom told us that she's putting them up, don't ask for them no more. So I was like, I did love the feeling of touching that because it felt like a real, it felt like I had a little blinky. So I'm like, all right, so Mom would not let us go out. We said we want to go see our friends. She was like, no. So the next day we asked her again. So she was like, yeah. So Marky was stoked. He was excited. So we get to the spot, right? Mind you, I don't know what I'm walking into, and I don't know what a BB gun is. So we gets inside, and his friend comes up, Marky friend, teenager, just like us. He like, yo, what's up, Mark? He like, hey, I want the BB gun. He like, all right. So the friend, he dipped off in the back, and it was an older guy, like a real older guy. And he was looking, he like, can I help you? So Marky like, oh no. He like, our friend, he like, oh, my son. And then he comes out, the boy, Marky friend, comes out. And so I'm like, oh, this your dad? He like, yeah. I'm like, first off, your dad cool. Why everybody cool but like my mom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody cool. So he like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, we just here to see him. So he like, yeah, this was he like, oh, dad. He like, I'm giving them some BB guns. So I was like, I don't even know what BB guns. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like get myself out the situation. I don't even know what BB guns is. So he breaks it down. That's how cool this man was. He breaks it down. He like, oh, he like, we got rubber band bullets too. He like, these are pretty much that if somebody trying to hurt you and you shoot them, it will hurt them, but it won't kill them. So he kind of like breaking it off of what it actually mean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, now my brain is starting to move. It's going. So I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. So he like, yeah, he like, but if you ever shoot this at somebody, they're gonna go down. Now, mind you, I don't know like what he mean by go down, but all I know is like this is some serious stuff. So he gives Marky friend gives him the gun. Now this looked like a shotgun, but it wasn't, right? But it looked like that. It was brown and black. And the dad gave us a whole box of BBs. And he like, here go y'all BBs. And I'm like, what is that? He like, that's what goes in the gun. So Marky friend gives me a pistol. It looked like a Glock or whatever, but it looked like a pistol. It was cold. So he like, all you gotta do is put this in there. So I'm like, wow, like, man, this, like, I felt like this felt like the real thing. You feel me? Like, this felt like I'm like, whoa, like, this didn't feel like the paintball gun. This felt like, yo, I could go out there and change somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Especially the mind frame that I was having. Like, they didn't even know I was getting beaten on. And I'm running away and doing all of this. And coming from our turn school and all of that. So I was just like, yo, you put this in the wrong person's hand. I could have this on the side, on the hip, like a pager, baby. Like a phone on a... Baby, and I'm ready to up it. So, boom, they give us it. So, Marky like, hey, let me get your book bag. He telling his friend, like, let me get your book bag. Boom, the friend gave the book bag. Give it to us. So, I'm, like, really, like, stuck on, like, yo, so I'm like, bro, when we leave out, I'm like, how old you got to be to get this? He like, oh, 21 years and older. And I'm like, first off, saying it calm is crazy because I knew it had to be that because even with the paintball gun, I think you had to be, like, 18 or 21 or something like that. Our parents got the paintball gun for us, and we wasn't allowed to even have it. So that's why they was real strict and they took it away after we did what we did. Boom. So Marky one day, he like, yo, we should go to the woods. I'm like, now these is days after I get, you know, we get the BB gun or whatever. So he like, we should go to the woods and shoot it. So I'm like, woods? First off, it ain't no woods. We don't live around no woods. Yeah, we got a lot of trees. We got some ditches, some potholes and all that, some alleys and some breezeways, but woods is crazy. We ain't in the South. So I'm like, we ain't got no. He like, no, I know this spot, but it's like, it's straight woods. So I'm like, okay. So he like, we just gotta ask mom. You gotta ask mom. I'm like, well, I always gotta ask her. You ask her. So we going back and forth. So Marky go ask her, right? So my mom like, it's too late. He like, please. He like, our friend having a laser thing. Like, so I'm watching this dude straight up lie saying that his friend, I'm watching him. He said his friend got a laser thing going on. So my mom like, okay, well, I guess, you know, I'll let y'all go. Is there some parents gonna be there? So Marky, he just going with the flow. He going with the flow. Yeah, and my mom is falling for it. I don't know if she has some good za or a good drink or what, but I'm watching it like, because if it was me, it would have been a hard no, or let me think about it, or maybe tomorrow. Gave this man a complete, yeah, you can go. So, boom, we get suited and booted, right? This is the time that now it's time for us to go out in the woods. Now, I don't know where I'm going, but I got my stuff. Now, my mom don't know where we actually going. She think that legit we're going to Marky laser tag friend stuff, whatever he just lied about. But I'll just sit up there like, man, it's hard for me to even lie to her. She catching me. But that's how I knew she had soft spots for Caleb and Mark and not really me. And it was very hurtful, but I still always just went with the flow. So boom, me and Marky, we get like closer. So some of his friends is already there because he done called his friends along the way. Boom, I done called Raymond that came. Now Raymond girlfriend that came. Raymond's sister, you know, and they came. Darnisha and them. So we all out there. And it's legit like the woods, but I don't know. It's like it was a lot of trees, but it had a lot of space. It was like kind of like the woods, but no, not really. So Marky like, y'all, we gonna shoot it, right? So some of them had BB guns, some of them had paintball guns, and some of them didn't have nothing. One of the guys that I think it was one of Marky friends, he had like one of those slingshots. Them boys it hurt because he was like pulling it, he was whacking the tree. It was tearing some of the tree off. So Marky like, hey, yo, he like, watch this. So I remember I was looking this way. And I was talking to Raymond like, yeah. And I heard some flack up, and it hit me. Pow! It hit me. Immediately, I was like, oh. Marky was shot. You could tell Marky was shot. But Marky like, wait, you hurt? I was hurt. It was stuck. Joe, I promise you, on my soul. It was stuck. It was right here. It was stuck. And I was like, oh, it hurt. And I was bleeding. But it was right there. He like, ooh, the ball stuck. And the ball was stuck. Like, Joe, like right here. The ball was stuck. So Marky like, we got to get it out. So everybody came over there like, man, why would you do your brother? I'm like, why you do that, boy? What you do? I'm crying. I'm boo-hooing. He like, bro, just calm down. He trying to get it out. He trying to push it out. He can't get it out. He like, bro, he trying to get it out. He cannot none whatsoever get it out. I'm hurting. Like, I feel it. It's fiery. And it's sizzling in my ear. Like, it's sizzling. It was right here, bro. And it was sizzling. So Marky was like, bro, please don't tell on me. Please don't tell on me. I was so heated. And I just walked out the woods. Everybody walked out. We end up, everybody splitting their way. They're like, you gonna be good, Roddy Doty? His friends was asking everything. Marky crying, bro, please don't tell on me. Please don't tell on me. So we getting close to the house. He like, bro, I didn't mean it. I'm hurt. I ain't got nothing to say. Raymond right there. Raymond ain't saying not one thing. I ain't even hear him breathe heavy. His sisters and them there, his girlfriend. And so I was like, it's cool. It's all right. I ain't gonna say nothing. It was hard not to say nothing. I was leaking blood. As soon as I walked in and my mom came in my room because she was calling my name and I would be like real quick like this, like, okay. She came in my room. My mom was like, hey, I just wanted to tell you I love you. I'm like, I love you too. She like, you been real quiet today. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm laying on the side like, yeah, like on the bed, like, oh yeah, just tired. She like, did y'all have fun? I'm like, yeah, we had fun. She like, come here. Just give me a hug. I just want to let you know I love you. And I want to give you enough room to have fun, but not for error. You know, she just talking to me, right? So I'm like, okay, so I get up and I'm like this. And she like, why you look crazy. Put your hand down. What is wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. She like, are you deaf? Put your hand down. And when I put my hand down, she saw like the blood. She say, bro, Sean, what happened to you? So immediately I started crying. So she asked what happened. I had to tell her the truth. She like, a BB? So that's a BB? So they had to rush me to the emergency room. I wasn't going to even tell my mom. I wasn't going to even tell her. But I had to because she saw the blood. Like, it was leaking. Like, even when she went, like, it wouldn't stop bleeding. So even when I was going to the bathroom, and even when she was talking, like, it was bleeding in my head. It was real bad. So I ended up getting rushed to the emergency room. And they was asking, like, you know, like, who did it? Because you couldn't have did this yourself. Like, it was stuck. They had to pop it out. And it was, like, leaking bad. It was bad. They had to put, like, a whole patch over my ear. So I was like, I told them the truth. I was like, my brother, he accidentally. I said he accidentally. So I said he accidentally. My mom, they told my mom ended up flipping out. Like, how did y'all even get a BB gun? This and that. So now she's driving home. My dad asking questions. She telling Mark she's going to F him up. We get home. She tell Mark's up from limb to limb. Right? I can hear him. I don't see it, but I hear him. So she say, he said you got a gun. Give it here. Y'all not grown. Y'all want to be gangbangers. Something. Y'all not grown. Y'all think y'all tough. Y'all some pretty boys. Y'all gonna get beat up and ate up by these streets. My mom is popping off, right? She's upset. So days and days progressed. Marky was mad because I ratted him out. And it was a real type of madness. Like where I said, like, I have my plate on the table. He would like post something on it, like juice or whatever. Like, he was mad. And it was just this one particular time, my mom was gone. She was going to be gone for the day. And she was going to Carlina's to get her hair done. And after that, she was just like bouncing pretty much from her friend to friend house. Like, and they were just partying. So my dad was at work and I was finna dip. I was finna go. I was finna go dip out and go see this girl. And I was ironing. And so Marky like, where you think you going? I'm like, finna go out. I'm like, oh, you talking to me? It's good that you talking to me. He like, I said I was sorry. You told on me for no reason. I'm like, yeah, you've been bullying me, bro. And I'm like, I'm trying my best not to hurt you. So me, I'm kind of going like back and forth. And I'm not going to tell no story. This hurt my feelings of what I did to my brother. And this the only thing I wish I could take back. You know what I'm saying? And I let my anger get the best of me. So he sat on the edge of the bed. He like, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. He started grabbing my stuff. And I'm like, oh, I am. He like, no, if I'm going to punish you, you don't punish, I'm going to tell mom. So I'm like, you better move before I burn you. Now, I had the iron. I had the iron on. And I was like, you better move before I burn you. And he was like, you ain't gonna burn me. I'm like, I will. So I kept hitting the button and make the steam come out from the bottom. Like, tss, tss, tss. He like, come on, burn me. So he sat down and he grabbed my clothes and I put the iron, just tapped. I just tapped them. I just tapped him like, psst. But all his skin, you can see the whole iron print on his skin. Some of his skin was coming off, and it was real bad. He's like, oh, he like, you burned me with the iron. I'm like, I'm sorry. So Kayla, he like, oh my God. So it was really, really bad. So I was like, please don't tell on me. Tell him, please don't tell on me. So he's like, bro, I can't believe it. So now I'm in a predicament where he just left out of. And now I'm begging him of like, please don't tell on me. Like, and I felt bad because it was the whole iron print on this man's back and his skin was peeling off. It looked that bad. And when I say like excruciating bad, it looked at real bad. So boom, that later that night came. We didn't see our mom until the morning. Marky comes up when my mom called. He got on like a long sleeve shirt, but it was like turtleneck, but it was long sleeve, right? It was like sweater. So he's like, you know, walking around. She's like, why you got on a sweater in the house with shorts, right? He like, oh, I just want to wear. She's like, you go pass out. Boy, you better take that off. Because Marky was the type, they either have his shirt off or just be wearing a beater. So boom, as days progressed, right, it was kind of healing, but it looked bad. And I was trying to get him to forgive me. And he forgave me. He like, I'm not going to tell on you. He like, I love you. You my brother. He like, you were just mad. It was a mistake. I'm like, it really was. And he came up there and I was in the kitchen and I was baking cookies for Caleb. And he came up there and me and him was lollygagging, just playing. And my dad happened to be cutting off the TV coming out the living room. My mom was already in the jacuzzi. My dad, we didn't even know he was in there. So when he come, he like, oh, hey, yeah, he like, Mark. He like, oh, yeah. He like, what happened to your back? Now, Marky was saying that he didn't even feel the pain for real. He thought it was healing. So he like, oh, no, he like, I fell. He like, it looked like an iron, because, you know, an iron, it got those little holes on the back of the iron. So it had the little holes. So he like, that look like, you know, straight up like an iron. So he tell my mom comes out the tub. You know that noise it make when you come out the tub? Shoo! Immediately, I got a doodle. Immediately, I got a poop, bro. Oh my God. So I'm looking so Marky like he giving me like signals that he not going to tell on me. My mom would come down like, Marky, let me see your bag. Take off that boy, what? You too hot yellow. Because she was looking like, look at your bag. What happened? So she asking. I mean, she's questioning him like all day to the point that she's in the room questioning. He finally breaks down to tell her. Now, mind you, I'm in my room. I don't even know. She comes in my room. She say, I'm finna you up. I said, what's wrong? She said, you burnt my son? You burnt my son? I'm like, no. So Marky like, it was an accident. How was it an accident? If he go to school and they see that, I'm going to get in trouble by CP. Like, she is popping off. She like, how dare you? What is wrong with you? Are you crazy? You cannot be my child. You bury him. I promise you, you never going to be able to live good. That was one of the moments right there. I got tortured for a while, right? And when I do my story times, I try to keep it as bare minimum of what's going on. But it's like some deep stuff, you know what I'm saying? So this is the uncut version. I just wanted to drop this video and give y'all a banger, but it was very crazy. If y'all want another uncut version, we got to get the video and blow this video up. If y'all want another, I got some uncuts that I just don't put in the story time because I don't want nobody looking a different way or nobody judging and things like that. So I just try to keep it like basically story time friendly. But yeah, but this uncut, we gone.